Hello. Oh my gosh, I have so many windows open. Let's, what's the button? Hi, hello, hi, hold on. Here I am. Hi. Ah, my phone, hold on. Turn off the sound. Okay. Wait, I'm almost done setting up. I'm nervous. What the heck? Hi everyone. Hi Yuka. Hi Borg. Thank you so much for excuse me. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Wow. I haven't said anything today. Is that obvious? I haven't talked at all today. Or no, that's partially incorrect. I had to make a phone call, but I did that like right when I woke up, so I don't know if that counts. But hi everyone, hello. We don't have the hand cam shown yet, but I promise it's coming. I just need to I'm like talking loud. I feel like I'm talking loud. Is it because like I move stuff? I don't know. But hi, hello. I had to move my mic. Can you let me know if it sounds okay? I think it should. Heck, I just did something. I can turn my mic up a little bit here. I just don't want to catch too much of my laptop noises because they're gonna get louder today. We have a lot of processes going on today. Let me drink some water. Unfortunately, right before the stream started, I like let me give you a glimpse into how I am. I was pacing around a lot. And then I was like, okay, I'm pacing around a lot. So then I ate a bunch of pastries. And then my stomach is a little mad about that. But what can you do? But I will turn on the hand cam in a second. I just wanted to explain myself first. I don't know if I wanted to use stream markers because I think it's neat. It's neat to organize myself, but it's also I don't know when to put markers, and I don't know if I'm gonna be organized today, so I hope you bear with me, and I hope you bear with my sound quality. I had to move stuff around to make room for the little workstation I'm about to set up. I was going to, so a rational person would set things up and make sure they are working before the stream starts, but I'm a sucker for first impressions. Even the small things like, oh, look at the manual inside the box and things like that. So yes, but I also am a little nervous because I'm still in the retro category instead of science and technology, but this is relevant to, here, let me get it. Let me grab a PS2 controller and put it in the corner so so it looks relevant. Hold on. There were a couple of things I wanted to, I don't know if I'm gonna show them, maybe I'll show it last, but I did want to touch on how I set up the MC2SIO modded PS2 memory card yesterday. After, like, it was such a simple, it's an extremely simple process that took me a long time. That's all I could say. I think that's all I could say. It said in the directions, okay, don't use this. And you know what I did? I bought 2 of them. And I said, well, one of them might work, and both of them didn't. And then I also didn't follow the instructions. I stopped reading the second half, and I was like, wait, so how does it even find these files if they're not sorted into folders? And then, you're supposed to put it in the folder. So that was a very easy fix for something, but yeah, oh my gosh, I'm like Is it okay? Is it okay if I show my hands now? I don't know how to I don't know how to transition to this in a more like seamless way. But I'm gonna show you my hands now. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute. Okay, I'm sorry about that. AfroAddy stream Pog. Kay, you say that? Hi, Kay. Okay, sorry, I had to mute for a second because I had to go grab something. I'm still gonna get up and grab stuff a lot today. Just be warned. But hi, Kay, welcome in. How are you? What are you up to? We're gonna see my hands now, okay? And wait, can I explain? Here, let me explain my hand cam. So I don't have like a why am I talking like that? I have like the only cameras that I have are like DSLRs, and they're really heavy and big, and I've never used them. You're at a meeting? Okay, yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming by, Kay. Thank you. Have a good meeting, okay? Thank you. What was I saying? I have 2 DSLRs. I'm acting like you can already see my hands, like I'm pointing at the camera. I have 2 DSLRs, and I know with meetings, like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. What do you think I'm doing on a Monday evening? At home? Like you, I'm getting the bag. I'm sorry, let me stop. But I don't have any other like webcam or anything like that. I imagine there are some. Maybe some people use GoPros. I think that's overkill. So I'm using my old phone, which is very broken. I've posted pictures of it on my story a couple of times, but it's a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Oh my gosh. Relaxing, chilling, we're hustling, chasing the bag. I know, that's Kay. That's Kay. If anyone's ever met Kay, you already get that feeling. That's what she's up to. But so I'm using my old broken phone, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, which honestly is a really good phone. However, it is broken because I dropped it once. When I was having a terrible week. I remember this so clearly. I was having such a bad week, and then I dropped my phone, and I used to drop my phone a lot, but I was like, okay, I've done this before. And it fell like less than a foot to the floor. But then it cracked because, okay, the edge, it cracked on the edge. So it messed it up really bad, and it went across the whole screen, and it flashes and blinks, and the colors get messed up. Yeah, and then I had to I had to factory reset it. Because I could not get my password. You know the pattern passwords? Those are so much harder. I don't know why it says it's medium security. It's literally maximum security because you don't have to touch every node on the, it's a 3x3 square of dots. And you make a pattern out of it, but you don't have to touch all of them. But you have to touch like maybe more than like 4, and it goes in any direction, and it's like so hard, and I tried so many times and I kept getting it wrong. So I factory reset my phone. It didn't have pictures or anything on it, but it had apps, and I just don't know what apps were on there. But now the apps that are on there are Droid Cam. That's what I'm using to use my phone as a camera. Droid Cam and Among Us and Sudoku. I don't know why I put games, as if looking at the screen doesn't make my head hurt, but we have Droid Cam set up. So would you like to see the Droid Cam view? It is like top down, straight down at my desk. because I'm going to be doing some, it's like, it's honestly, you could call it a soft mod. It's not a software mod, well, it kind of is. I'm not modding the PS2 directly, and I am not modding an existing PS2 controller, a DualShock 2, but I am making a custom like cable to connect from a computer to the PS2. Well, okay, from the computer to a USB to PS2 converter that was very expensive. But I would like to show you my hand cam now. Where is it? Studio mode. Hold on, let me make sure it looks. Oh no, wait, it got messed up. Did I tilt it? Hold on. Hold on. I don't want. No, it's worse. Okay. Okay, wait, I'm gonna have to make this. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the hand cam screen so I can fix it. Are you ready? Okay. Also, is the music very quiet? I can turn it up. Okay. Hand cam! Hand cam! Yay! Oh, my hand's not even there. Hi! Hi! Does this look okay? Am I messing up the bitrate when I do this? Is it getting like super pixely when I do this? Let me know. Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. I know I'm shaking the camera. I am sorry. I will not do much about that. But okay, you see, like, it's like a straight line. It's supposed to be a straight line, but then you start seeing this. So let me mess with it. Here, I'm gonna put this in the corner so you know that this is a. You're gonna weld? No, I'm going to be soldering. So I didn't grab it. I forgot. Let me grab it. I have a soldering iron that I just got. I've soldered before, but I did not own the soldering irons. Hold on. I'm like ginormous. Let me shrink just a little bit. Oh no! Oh no, what did I do? I just want to shrink a little bit and then like go right here. I'm still covering chat a lot. I'm sorry. I hope you forgive me. But we're gonna be soldering. S-O-L-D-E-R. Solder. Solder is a type of metal. But first, before I show you that, I wanted to show you this. So these are both okay. The camera quality, I was getting scared for the camera quality, but I think it's okay. Oh my gosh, the S7 goes up to 1920 by 1080, but this is actually only at 720p because I don't want to kill my computer. But it looks fine-ish. It looks whatever. And I have a broken lamp. I have a broken overhead light, like the one on the ceiling, and then I have like the world's smallest $5 lamp like over there, and the window open. So let's hope I can get through this. But this is the PS2 MC2SIO. So this is a modded, what is the word? Memory card for the PS2 by Helder's Game Tech, and this is just a regular memory card with the software FreeMcBoot installed on it. A certain version of FreeMcBoot is required to work with this, but essentially on a non-SanDisk, I tried it with like 4 SanDisk ones to no avail, but a non-SanDisk micro SD, so this is like a Walmart brand one, works fine. You can download ISO files, which, you know, nobody likes to say where to get the files. Is it against rules or something? I don't know, but I just searched, which game did I look up first? Ape Escape 3. I searched Ape Escape 3 ISO for the PS2, and I clicked on the first result, so I guess it was whatever. But you just download your ISO files, that's the game file, as an ISO, and then, I don't know if you have to do this first necessarily, but when I put this in with just the game, like not in a folder, when I put it into my PS2 with the FreeMcBoot memory card, Wow. I love thinking quickly. Sorry. I am just so tired today, I guess, somehow. But when you just load these together and it tries to open up this one when you go to OPL, that's the Open PlayStation Loader, potentially. I don't know what the O stands for. It'll make the folders for you, and then when you put the micro SD back in your computer, you could just drag and drop your things into the folders that it created, or I think you can make the folders yourself, but I didn't do that, so I can't vouch for that. But yeah, you just put this in memory card slot 1, this in slot 2, and then you open the game, and then once you have the game open, you can take this one out and then put in a blank memory card for your save data, but you can also put your save data on this one. So yeah, I got this working yesterday. I was able to open, not load, like actually in play something. I was able to open Bratz Forever Diamonds. Dokodemo Isho Toro to Nagareboshi. Ape Escape 3, but not 2. I don't know what else. I was able to open a couple of games just to ensure it was working. Ape Escape was like the one that told me that it worked. Dokodemo Isho told me that I could load region locked games, which means we are one step closer to playing Hello Kitty because the version that I have is region locked to Europe. But it also still might not work because of like screen issues, because European PS2s like did something different with screens. I don't know, but anyways, I can play region locked games, and one that I really want to play and one that I really want to stream is called Poiny's Poin. I literally have no clue what the gameplay is like, but it looks so cute, and and it's actually really interesting because Poiny's Poin is region locked to Japan only, but in the game menus it still has, and like this isn't like a modded thing or anything, in the game menus it still has an English subtitle option and an English dub option as well. So it's very interesting. But here, let me put this here so it looks a little more cute. Maybe I shouldn't have wrapped. Anyways, so yes, that is the MC2SIO. This is only $20. Getting this one, you can do this one yourself, but getting this one was also $20, so $40 together. But you can, the only thing that's actually like hard modded and like made to order like that is this one. So I think $20 is really good because you can play every single PS2 game. You can play every single PS2 game for $20, and I think that's fine. You know. And it's very cool because I think on the original PS2, the fat PS2 model, there's a bay for a hard drive, but here I'm gonna start grabbing stuff that I wanted to show on stream, so I can say, is this cute? Look at my pen. Is this cute? It's supposed to be a rabbit. I was gonna keep talking, but then I got distracted. On the original PS2, you can load things through a hard drive, and you can technically on both PS2s load things through the USB port, but it's extremely slow to the point where you can't play anything. What else do I have to show? I have a carrot pen. Oh, this is really rabbit themed. This is really rabbit themed now that I realize. Oh, and I wanted to show you my notes for today. I guess that's interesting. So I didn't really write out step-by-step instructions, but can you see this very well? It might need some, how do I tap? It's shaking too much. Tap. Maybe you can see it better, maybe you can't. But today, the mod that the beginner mod, well, the hardware side of it is beginner, the software side of it is complicated. I don't know if it's non-beginner or if I just don't understand it, but we are going to be assembling a GIMX USB adapter. So this is, I've been saying how I wanted to draw a figure to describe the project that we were making, but okay, so first at the top it says, oh man, do I have to click it again, it's gonna shake. Okay, scientific diagram, obviously, because I drew it. So at the bottom, we have player 1, that is just playing with a regular, you know, like a PS2 controller, a DualShock 2, connected to the PS2, which I so perfectly drew. And then we have player 2, which is either the computer, which is going to be the first way that we test it, or will be a remote player sending their controller signal to our computer. And that signal is going to go to the GIMX USB adapter, and then get output as a DualShock 3 signal. So it's going to be like a PS3 controller, which the PS2 doesn't take, so we need the Brook, I think there might be an E at the end, the Brook Ps2 adapter, which can do a lot of things. It can do a lot more than just taking a PS3 controller signal, but let me show it to you. So let me move this. I don't think we need the eye candy anymore. My drawers are like 5 steps away, so I'm gonna keep getting up throughout the stream, so I apologize about that. Yeah. There is no E at the end. So this is the, I didn't even open, like I haven't even made sure it was inside the box. But okay, so it says on the back. Wow. Ah! Please. Thank you. So this can take in a Switch controller, or a Switch Pro controller, an Xbox One controller, a PS3 controller, PS4 controller, and then output it to, I guess, a PS, a PlayStation, a PS, a regular PlayStation, or a PS2. I don't know this PCX input. I have no clue what that means. And it also takes these, Bluetooth. Oh, it also takes fighting sticks. Oh, wow. I just buy things and don't make sure, like, I know what they are. There's a seal of protection. Let's, am I unboxing? Is this an unboxing? I'm doing a bad job. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shake the camera so much today. It's on one of those bendy tripod things, but it's like a $4 one. So why is this so hard? You're also gonna hear a lot of sounds besides my voice. Okay. There it is. So actually I didn't check. Splitter cable. Okay. I guess this doesn't need its own power source. So with my for example, with my PS2 to HDMI, well, I think a lot of HDMI converters need a power source, but my PS2 to HDMI one needs to be plugged into the USB port at the front of my PS2. Ooh, so this is like regular PS2 controller plug, and then this takes in, what? Does this mean PlayStation or player? Can they just not write PlayStation on it or something? I don't know. A little nervous for why that says P3 and P4, but it looks simple enough. Question mark, question mark. What? What is this? So this is just me opening the stuff I paid too much for on Amazon. What? What is this? Micro USB to 2 USBs? Tell me more. Splitter cable? I guess that's the splitter cable. But why? Why? I have no clue. I don't want to read the instructions yet. We'll get there when we get there. If we get there. When we get there. Let me just stick this back in for the time being so it's out of the way. So this is this part of the diagram. Wow, I need to click, 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 click. There we go. So that's this part, just the final converter that will take a USB. Because otherwise, the mod that we are doing today, the modded, the custom, I don't want to say modded, the custom USB that we're doing today, whoops. The custom USB we're doing today would otherwise only work on a PS3, and my PS3 is broken. So yeah, so that's this one. I don't know where to put it. I'm gonna put it on the floor. But what we are here to do is actually this, I promise. So, oh no, immersion break, I have sleeves and no gloves. But yeah, this is our little, oh my gosh, this is our little diagram. Here, I'll put these back in the frame because they're cute. I feel like I should put more stuff to decorate what's around my table. But now we can grab the actual things that we need for this DIY. I guess you could just call it a DIY. I'm actually gonna have to open the webpage instructions because I still don't get how to do this. Like I've read it so many times. Can I dock this? Okay, yeah, I can. Okay, so we can actually how should I do this? We can jump over to monitor capture for a second. So this is what we are working on. So let me grab these things. The USB thing. Okay. Wait. Just grab this. Where's my electrical key? Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, I think I grabbed everything I need for soldering. I'm really nervous to solder. Like, I don't know. I think this has been stressing me out most of today. But here, let me. There's a lot of stuff on my desk now. Okay, let's chill out. Let's put this over here. So this is my soldering iron. It looks very small. That's good. I don't have space. But I got the Weller WLC 100. It says right here. This is what it looks like. It doesn't come with the copper, or no, not copper. The metal cleaner. So I had to buy that separately. Boo. But I should open. I should open this. Okay, wait. Before I do that, I would like to show you the parts. So we're gonna bring the notebook back. So, as per my instructions, we need a USB to UART. Don't know what that stands for. board. So I have that. Let's open it up. I got this on eBay. Apparently I'm supposed to check if it's like not broken, and I'm so scared. I didn't even think of that. Like with the, with the Teensy, I ordered 2 of them because I thought I was gonna mess it up, but with this one I only ordered 1. So I don't even know what to do if it doesn't work. So let's hope it works. But this is what it looks like. Close up time, close up time, close up time. Will I do it? Will I do it? Wait, that's not even that close. There we go. Look at her. Okay, so that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, so this is the USB to UART board we are using. And then, let's keep it like that. And then we have the Teensy 2.0. So this doesn't work with any other version of the Teensy. Oh my gosh, I don't want to lose my stuff. Hold on. Hold on, where do I put the trash? The Teensy 2.0 without header pins, which is why we have to solder in the first place. Now this thing is so small. I know that's in the name. But this is the Teensy 2.0. Yay, yay. It has a button. It has a lot of things I don't understand. But all we're going to be using, I think, is D2, D3, and ground. Which, simple enough. And that will be to load our firmware onto the USB. So the USB just needs firmware so that it can, I don't really get it, but the firmware will make it so that it can do PS3 signal. Yes. But we have to solder just a teensy bit because it doesn't have its header pins on. So actually I have no clue how to put these on. I was trying to watch a tutorial video of how to put header pins on a board, but then I clicked on something in my recommended and I realized I stopped watching it. So that's unfortunate, but oh my gosh, this is impossible. Okay. So yes, let me put this back in focus because this is a little ugly. See, I'm already confused because I thought it was like, oh wait, no, it fits. Oh my gosh. So the pins we're using are D2, D3. Oh, those are on this side. D2, D3, and ground. Ground is here. And I think it either goes like this, where you just stick it in and then you put the solder from the other side, or I think it is like that, or like this. Oh my gosh, I can't even do it. Or like this, so that it sticks in. I'm not showing you very well at all. I do that so far away. I'm so sorry. Let's get up close again. Okay, so what I'm pretty sure is, so these are the header pins that did not come attached. So I'm pretty sure all I have to do is stick it in like this and then solder these ends, which should be simple, but it's very small. I'm gonna keep repeating that. And can I be honest? I don't know how big my soldering iron is because I didn't open it. So that's what that looks like. Let me actually look at the tutorial. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's neither of those ways. It looks like it's like this. You put the short end through, so you put the solder on this side with all the stuff on it. I guess that makes sense. And then on this side is where you're gonna just bend things over, I guess. Hi, Denki Kaminari. Hi. These are my hands. Hi, hello, hi. Sorry, it's out of focus. It doesn't autofocus. Hi, how are you? Right now, I am just showing the parts that I'm using. I will explain as I go, so hopefully this isn't boring to anyone that has no clue what I'm doing. I don't have any clue what I'm doing either, if it makes you feel better. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be soldering these ends just in place. I think it can go a little further. Oh, I should not, like, press on all this stuff up here. I have no clue what they do. But yeah, welcome to my hand reveal. I don't know. I was like, it's kind of a weird thing to say. I felt a little bit uncomfortable saying hand reveal, but I was like, I mean, it's true. And also, if I don't say it, someone else might. You did your first stream? Yes. I'm so sorry. I didn't get to finish watching it, but, or to watch it, I think, at all, but I am so excited for you. Good job. Like, you did another one outside of when you mentioned the other one? But I will watch it. I was, like, so freaked out with, like, setting up everything for this, and then I, did I mention this already? I was supposed to have jury duty today. I was supposed to have jury duty today, and I got out of it. I mean, let me not say it like that. It sounds ominous. Okay, so we're just gonna be soldering these in place, and the rest should be fine. It's not like, I don't know if you could really see. Oh my gosh, Addy. I need to focus it again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not very flush. Like, you can see space in between the two, which maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but I would imagine that it would click a little more in place. But also this should be okay, right? So, okay. You did a stream with your friend? Oh, that's fun. What did you do? Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look at the end. Like, it's just supposed to... Oh my gosh, Addy. Focus the camera. There you go. So it's just supposed to sit atop like that, and then the rest of what we're doing is gonna be just plugging in. We have these, wow, I hate calling them female and male cables because that's weird, right? But this is female to female. I think these are like breadboard cables, just so you're able to, like, plug it into the header pin. Like that, instead of having to solder the wires. I mean, I'm already soldering, but, like, less soldering, you know? Less soldering than I'd have to. So this is the Teensy 2.0, and the other one is the USB to UART board. And what we're going to be doing is connecting ground to ground. Let's see. I want to be familiar with this before I even try to plug everything in. Ground to ground. So ground is the second to last one. D2, which is here. I can't really... Here, let me try to show you up close. Let me stop doing everything so far away. So, oh my gosh, it's still not focused. There you go, Addy. Don't mess it up. So we're connecting ground to ground. There's 2 grounds on this, but we're gonna use this one, I guess. And then, what is it? D2 to TX. And then it said that some boards will make TX and RX inverted, so I guess I just have to pray that it doesn't blow something up if I connect them one way and it's supposed to be the opposite. You watch YouTube and talked while watching anime, and you played games. Oh, that sounds very fun. If you would like, you can link it to me. If you want to send me a whisper with a link to it, I would be happy to watch. If not, that is okay. Just in case. D2 to TX, D3 to RX, and that is the only connections that we're making. So this part is very simple. It's just that, and then they said to put not magnetic, electrical tape just around this so that it doesn't short when it's, because it's gonna be placed like real close, like I think like this, something like that, the 2 different boards. So that's just asking for shorting. So it said to put electrical tape. I don't have, well, I do, but like I have no clue where it is. I don't have electrical tape right now, so I think I can use Kapton tape. Kapton. 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 Kapton tape. So I will try that. Let's hope. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't put them like super next to each other just because I'm not sure if I'm using. Your account is not verified? Oh! Oh, I didn't know that was a requirement. Sorry about that. Well, I can still go look at your channel, the one you have on your channel. So I will try to do that. How do you? Oh, by the way, let's just get this out of the way. I bite my nails. Yesterday I was very excited, so this one got bit down a little too much. It kind of hurts if I do this. So, that nail is out of commission, as you can tell by not being able to peel the. Well, this is kind of hard, but. Oh wait, it's here. Let me see if I can do it. No, I can't. So we're gonna try that with Kapton tape, and then the rest of the steps are literally like software ones mostly. Let's jump back over to the monitor capture. So assembling the adapter. So blah 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 blah. I will not try to do this at exactly. Let me zoom in. I will not try to do this exactly the same as in the pictures because my things are different. But just RX, TX, ground. So ground is going to ground, which on ours it's in the same spot in the Teensy. And then D2 and D3 are RX and TX. And then you don't have to bend them, but I kind of want to because I want it to be really close. And then see, like I don't want to like do all of this folding and stuff because like I will cover the button. It says don't cover the button. I just probably will. You just rip them off? Oh, your nails? Yeah, I think it's just something that I'm gonna be doing for my life. I'm at peace with it, but other people try to do that thing where they're like, oh, why don't you get the the nail polish that like you put on horses and animals to make them stop biting their nails? And I'm like, you think I'm an animal? Also, this is gonna be weird and a lot of work, and it's gonna bother me because I don't like the feeling of stuff on my nails. But yeah, anyways, so we're gonna need to press the button. Yes, yes. Maybe I should read these sentences. That's probably a very good idea, to read the actual tutorial and not just like skim it and be like, I know what this means. Okay. Insulate the serial converter using the electrical tape if it's going to be a tight closure to avoid any shorts between it and the Teensy, so that's what I'm using Kapton tape for. Now connect the cables as shown in the picture below. Notice how the Teensy is placed. Pin should point left. Wait. Pin should point left with the USB connector pointing away from you. Pins should point left with the USB connector pointing away from you. I think this sentence doesn't make sense. The next two steps are only required if you're putting the parts in a very tight enclosure and need the parts to take up as little space as possible. I want it to look like this, but I'm scared. But it's not going to be plugged in or anything, so I guess it can mess around for a while. Bend the pins with the jumper cable. That's the breadboard wire. With the jumper cables attached to them inwards slowly to prevent them from snapping, and tuck the cables between the pins on the opposite side. Okay, yeah, I understand this. Whoosh. To save some extra space, whoa! I thought this was in second person. I usually wrap the cables around the Teensy, but there's no special way of doing this. So you just need to figure out what works best for your build. Remember to not cover up the button. Okay. And this is what a rubber band is for. I have a rubber band. I also have like the cuter rubber bands that you use for like braids, like to put at the end, the little plastic ones. I have ones that are colorful, but I think they're maybe too small for this. So I have a regular, normal rubber band. Boo. Don't buy my nails anymore. Because a lot of food used to get in them. I see. Yeah, I feel like I can't really explain the science behind me biting my nails and like being like, don't worry, it's not a hazard. Because I mean, if anything, it's just a hazard to my fingers. But I am not a bite my nails and then shake hands with someone person. I think that's the most that I can I can explain away the cleanliness of it all. But anyways, let's keep reading. Now get rid of the button. If you want, you can also place a serial converter so that the pins and jumper cable go in between the rows. Huh? So that the pins and jumper cable go in between the rows of the pins on this. It's very snug fit though, so you should electrical tape to insulate the pins on the serial converter because they will touch the teensy ones if you don't. They already said the electrical tape part. It's so cold. Oh no! I think it was kind of like mid-temperature today, but I can't tell. My computer was heating up all day, so I think it kept me warm. Okay, cut some holes in your project box. So I don't have a project box. Hopefully that's okay. Anyways, okay, I just wanted to look at it. And then this is the part where I get lost, all of the software parts. But I think, you know, it's just on my computer. Also, apparently this isn't like the complete instructions. Like, this is true, and then this part is true, but I think like there's a more in-depth version that has no pictures, which does lose me immediately. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this one. So it's like, I don't know what this means. Make sure it works at... I don't know. It says things on it. What is... I don't think the bag mine came and said anything. They're just numbers. I don't understand. BRB, okay. Yeah, I'm like so lost on this page. Like extremely. So this is the same. But then it talks about the Arduino Leonardo, and I've never even heard of the Arduino Leonardo. I only know the Arduino and the Arduino Uno. Where did Leonardo come from? Sorry, it's like stressing me out. And then the firmware got complicated, and I don't know, but I think I followed at least installing the stuff that needs to be on my computer before I start. But the actual thing that we are doing today is not looking at instructions. It is, in fact, soldering. And as much as I would like to run away from that fact, maybe I can watch another tutorial. Would you guys mind if I watch a tutorial? YouTube. It was like, there was one video that I saw. Solder header pins? When I searched that, it came up. Maybe it won't come up again. Yeah, it looks like people just put it in a breadboard, and I have breadboards. I don't like this person's thumbnail. I don't even know if I want to show it to you. Raspberry Pi Zero. So this person's not using a breadboard. These are just tips and tricks now. I kind of want to follow the first. I just really don't like this person's thumbnail. Sorry. I'll make it very quiet.
Thank you. Good job. Squish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Oh, you heard that too. Okay. Or maybe I can just like not watch the video but just copy it. Here, let's look at her. Sorry. It just looks like it takes inserting it into a breadboard. So let me do that. Let me do that. It's also already getting dark, and like I said, my light doesn't work. I could try it again. Let me see. No. Yeah, it didn't work. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Okay. I'm nervous. This has to fit in a breadboard, right? They wouldn't make it so that it didn't. Surely. They wouldn't do that to me, personally. Okay, it's... Ooh, I pressed the button. I hope that doesn't do something. It probably doesn't. I have to hurry. The light's going out for the day. The sun's going down for the day is what I meant to say. So, this is the only thing we have to solder today. I'm nervous regardless. Here, let me... So, I placed it in the breadboard. It still looks like it's not completely flush. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I don't know about that. But let me just clear my workstation so it's prepared for soldering. And also, like I mentioned, I have another Teensy 2.0 in case I mess this up so badly that I need to do it again. So this one's here for in case. Or better case scenario would be if, let me close this YouTube video. I don't want to watch it. Better case scenario would be if I wanted to make another one. That's the better case. But yes, I think maybe when we're done we can place it in here where the Teensy was. Maybe. I have nothing else to store it in. So Captain Tape I can move to the side. The little baggie I'll put right there so I can see it. This, like, I can set everything to the side. I'm just not ready. I'm not, like, ready. I'm not ready. I didn't even open my soldering iron. That's how unready I am, so I can close this for now. Do you like my notebook? It has ducks. I like it. I have another one that has, whales? They're from Daiso. And then maybe I should keep this just around so I can feel confident about where the pin locations are. So let me move that to the side. This is all we are soldering, and literally I should probably put this back in this little bag so I don't do something to it on accident. So let's put it in here. Please, please, please. There we go. It's probably greasy. Oh my gosh, please. Please. There we go. Nice-oo. So I'm just gonna move that to the side. And now we can start opening our soldering supplies. So let's start with this one because it's more inoffensive. Let me focus the camera again. There we go. I do not think this app has autofocus at all. Sorry, I'm gonna shake the camera for a second. So, this is our Weller soldering tip cleaner and holder. Holder? What do you mean holder? It's not supposed to hold the entire... Oh. Ew, it's like a mouth. Okay. I can't tell what this bottom thing is made of. I thought it was ceramic for a second. But this is rubber. And then this is I don't know. Coiled metal? Is Sorry, this is loud. Also, is this gonna be a terrible texture? Oh no, it's kind of soft. It's kind of soft. Okay, just... Am I supposed to like fluff it up? Like, I have no clue. I kind of want to. Ew, this part looks like a worm. Sorry, okay. I am getting distracted on purpose. Okay, I guess that should be okay. Maybe I'll move it around. It should be okay. So this is for cleaning the tip of the soldering iron. This is the part that's scaring me. So if anyone's unaware, this is a soldering iron. What it does is it melts a certain metal called solder. Let me open this one. I have a lead-free solder because I am I am accident prone, so I don't think lead should be in my possession, but this is the specifications on it. I don't know things well enough to explain the specifications to someone else, but it has like this plastic thing on it. I can't like take it off. We're gonna ignore it for now, because we're gonna be opening the soldering iron. So the iron is this part, and this is for controlling the output, kind of. The numbers are arbitrary. They don't really correspond to specific wattages or degrees, but just less and more is kind of where it goes. This turns it on and off. So I have another, I wanted to show this at some point. Let me do it right now. I have another soldering iron. So this technically isn't the first soldering iron I've bought and owned, but it will be the first one that I operate because the other one is so shady. Let me show it to you. So this is the first soldering iron I bought. So the page that I went to for advice on like what supplies to get, it said, please, for the love of God, do not buy soldering irons that plug directly into the wall. So, or technically both of these do because they have this plug that goes into the station. But this one was made to plug in, and then it just has like a on-off button, and that is it. And then this heats up to who knows how much. It says a certain wattage on it. 25 watts. Like exactly, I suppose, but it just heats up against your control, and this entire part is metal, so if you touch it you die. You don't die. But you hold it like this. I bought this in a woodworking section where the other irons that were similar to this were for wood carving or like wood burning. Yeah, I got this in a wood section, and I am doing electronics, so that is not a good sign. I haven't checked if this one has like bad or good reviews. It's from Walnut Hollow. They sell it at Michael's, so I feel like it's not a good choice. So yeah, I will not be using this one. It also came with leaded solder, and it was unmarked. Like the thing the solder was in was unmarked, so I didn't know I was touching leaded solder, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I ate this? What if I ate this? It would be all over. So I'm gonna put this away. Okay, sorry for what's the word? Stalling. I'm just nervous, and that's what I do when I'm nervous. So let's open this. Oh no. I need help. I need help opening this box. Hello, Chicken Nugget Ruler. Hi, hello. Welcome to my hand cam stream. I am currently working on... I probably should have... I was going to make this a chat command, but I ran out of time. I am going to be making a custom... This box is so hard to open! I'm going to be making a custom USB adapter for my PS2 so that I can connect the PS2 to my computer and the computer can control it. Nice hands. Thank you. Okay. This is it. This is the WLC 100. Oh. Why does it come out of the box like that? Because I held it upside down. Something. Another something? Another something. Oh, this is the sponge. I thought this was cardboard. Okay, so I guess I have to wet that. Oops. Unless I don't use it. Maybe I should. Okay. Wow! I really wish I got the, better than mine. No need to compare. It doesn't make people feel good to be compared to. Okay, so this is the, oh my gosh. What? How does this... It just holds like that? No, that doesn't feel stable. I thought it was gonna like have a slot or something. And the entire thing's metal. Nice. Okay, so this is how the station goes. You have a top-down view, so a little awkward. Also, I messed up the camera somehow multiple times. Let me fix that. It's not fixed. So the only thing that we're going to be soldering today, I am reminding myself so I don't get overwhelmed. We're just going to solder these header pins into the Teensy 2.0. That's it. Fingernails. I also bite my nails. I mentioned that earlier. That's all right. Okay, so yes. So this plugs in. It has like a regular plug, but you're meant to plug it into its station so that the wattage is controlled. It doesn't say watts, so you don't really know how you're controlling it, but just one is less than 5, you know, like that. And it has an on and off switch. And it has a thing to hold your iron, so when you are done with it, even while it's still hot, you can just, I would imagine you wipe it and then wipe it in the coiled one as well, and then stick it in. And yeah, so this, I don't know like what the order should be of like which one I'm supposed to plug in first, but let's plug in. So I have to tin my, okay, wait. How do soldering irons work? Maybe I should look at the manual. This is like brand new. I'm just now opening this. I know I have to use the tip tinner. I imagine I do it before I use it. I know you do it after each usage, but I've never had a brand new one, so I don't really have a recollection of ever having to do that as a setup, and not like when you're finished with it. Okay, but this, I have a plug behind my computer, so I'm gonna plug it in a minute. I'll just make it lead that way so I can reach it. And then we have this, and oh, okay, so like this thing's a little longer than I thought it was going to be. This does not feel like it's in there. Like it can do this. Is that a song? Slumber Party? We have to look at the manual, I've decided. I probably already should have been thinking that, but... Weller WLC electronic 100 electronic soldering station. The offers adjustable temperature hand soldering. The power can be adjusted anywhere from 5 watts to 40 watts with a knob on the base unit. The WLC 100 also provides a built-in iron stand and tip cleaning sponge. The dose is supplied with an ST3 1/8 inch screwdriver tip. I didn't even see that. It's a screwdriver tip? I knew I should have bought tips online. Oh my gosh, it doesn't come with anything else, does it? I can try to use, this is so big. It doesn't come with an alternate one. Is that it? Refer to the tip table for other styles. It doesn't even come with one. That's so ridiculous. Oh no. I'm looking at the tip table. Solid copper plated with iron, nickel, and chromium. Use only original Welsh soldering tips, parts, and accessories for this product. See, if there was like a Radio Shack I could go to, that would be great, but there isn't. Or like a Fry's. But I go to Ace Hardware and they only have ginormous things for soldering stuff. And I didn't go to Home Depot. Maybe that was my fault. Okay. Keep tip tinned. Wipe only before use. I feel like I can't use this. This is so small. The only other option I can literally think of is using the off-brand one I have, which it should be like fine, especially if I plug it into the station because it takes the same plug. And it has wattage up to 25 on that one. That one has wattage up to 25, but this goes up to 50, so I just want to keep it on 1 because it goes from, whoa, why does the knob goes below 1? That's not a good sign. Is it? Because would this be 0? Oh my gosh. I am learning. I am absorbing. Ah. Oh, I do not know Has Been Hotel. I think I do not approve of the showrunner on it. So, yeah, not a reference for me. Okay, yeah, the other one's tip is a lot smaller. Like, it's literally ridiculous. I've never seen a soldering tip this huge. Let me... There we go. It's ginormous, and it says it's a screwdriver tip, but it's not even like... Like, I was like, oh, maybe I could just use the side, but the side is pretty wide as well, and I would be using it to solder these tiny... I could literally use it. I could use it. I could, but I'd be scared. Should I try? I have 2. I can mess one up. I can mess one up if I need to. Let me just unwrap this. I could. I bought 2 because of that. So, like, I could mess one up. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Give me 1 second. I will do that. Remove this. No, don't plug it in yet. Do not do that. So, 300 watt max. But it said this went up to 40. Wait, does W stands for what, right? So why does it say, what did it say? 300? Less than or equal to 300 W? That's what, right? Curious. I think, okay. So one thing was, I wasn't sure if I should put my soldering iron over here because I wanted it out of my way. But it's pretty long still. It's pretty long. I have very little space here. Like, even though I have a ginormous desk, like, I could put it more forward, but then it's like kind of close to my computer. And I could put this on the side. Let me see. My phone is also right here. Here, let me drink water. Also look at my pens. They're here to be eye candy, but they're gonna move in a second so I don't melt them. Okay. Okay. So, so what am I gonna do? I'm going to... What does this say? Yeah, this is 40 watts. 120 volts. You must go now? Okay, well, it was nice having you come by. Have a good one. Thank you for coming by. Okay, so this is gonna be here. I just need to, like, feel oriented. Otherwise I will be, like, uncomfortable and probably likely to mess up. So my mic and my phone are here. So let me just scoot my mic a little. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So that feels normal. And then this is like, oh my gosh, it's long. I feel like I should have, or no, like I don't know how this should be working, because, or maybe I can have it like that, so then I can pull it out. I'm still a little uncomfortable, but that should be okay. So I will be able to, okay, putting the pens away now, officially. They've gotten on my nerves. Also, can I show you my sticky notes? Hold on, this one has something written on it. There, oh. Oh no, you still can't see it, okay. Oh my gosh. So this one has this cool dot grid, except some of the dots are pluses. I think it looks very sleek, very sciencey. I'm sorry my head is cutting out of the top of the frame. I think these ones are very cute. And then an even cuter one is this rainbow one I got at Target. It was like $5. Oh my gosh, for sticky notes. But look at it, it has dot lines, and then it has the little border, and then it says notes. It's so cute. And then the other thing that came in with this one is these, sorry, I drew something on this one, but this one, which is so much harder to use because it's so printed on, that anything you write is gonna be really like overshadowed. But I think they were cute anyways, just like to stick on things. I tried drawing something. I tried drawing Addybot, but you know, a little hard to see. The other sticky notes I have are kind of boring, but I like using both of these a lot. I've used this one a lot, I guess, but I think it just came with less. I keep using these ones, but I guess it came with a lot. Yes. Good distraction, Addie. Good distraction. Okay. Excuse me. I just don't know how much the station heats up, if at all, because if it heats up, I would want it to stay on the silicone, stay on the mat. Because this is a wooden desk. Let me throw the trash away. And I think, what I honestly think is this would make sense here, but I'm not right-handed, so I won't be grabbing it like that. Sorry, it's loud. I'm thinking maybe I could just kind of like angle it. I can angle it. I could also make it so that you guys can see this a little more three-dimensionally, maybe 2.5 dimensions, just a little bit. Let's see, how bad was that? Ooh, pretty bad. Not cute, not very cute. Oh, you're seeing my whole desk. Oh my gosh, for free. For free? Wow, this looks pretty bad. I just want you to be able to see the soldering iron if I'm going to move it up there. It's also directly in front of my keyboard. Very smart, I know. But I'm thinking it can go here. It can go here, and then I can grab it, and then where did it go? And then I can just solder the little pins. But before we do the pins, we probably need to tin the tip, but also I think you're supposed to put solder on the tip. I don't know. Let me look it up. How to pair soldering. New soldering iron tip. Apply a small bead of solder to the copper part of the tip. Isn't the whole thing copper? Is just this part copper? Wipe away any excess solder on the damp sponge. A small amount should remain on the tip, giving it a shiny appearance. The tip is now tinned. I thought this was tinner. What? Also, I need to open this. Let me pull this back just a little bit. That was a bad idea. Bad idea. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let me open it. Let me open it. Let me open it. Oh. Okay. So I'm confused. So what's in this? I can just open it, right? It's not bad for me. What is this? Is this just so it stays still? Let me put it down. Perhaps? Huh? I thought this was gonna be like something that melts. Maybe it does. I feel like maybe I'm not supposed to be touching this with my bare hands. This is not supposed to be that funny. It wasn't that funny. I thought this like is gonna be like a wax. How do you prepare a new soldering tip? Looking for a tutorial. Using high quality solder? Well, I don't know what brand is high quality. I just bought this one on Amazon. Probably a sign that it's not great quality. I'm trying so hard. But while I'm trying to figure this out, let me continue to talk about the games, since this is for the purpose of playing a game in multiplayer. So I have not done a really intensive test of the MC2SIO mod for games on the PS2. I haven't seen like if it's like with a rhythm game, if there's going to be a lot of stuttering that will be really interrupting or anything like that. Like the only thing that I've noticed with like lag was with a game that just was not supported or just didn't seem like it worked with it. But I opened Ape Escape and then I started up what is it called? I said the name. Dokodemo Isho. I started up Dokodemo Isho, but it's like a pretty not intensive game. The only thing I would say is like load times are like normal. They're like normal PS2 load times, which is long. So that's fine. But when it comes to like actual intense gameplay, I haven't really done a test on that yet. So I don't know. I mentioned that to say I don't know if after I do this whole thing, if I would be able to play multiplayer games that are on that, or if I would have to play disc games because they would run faster or anything like that, because there's already definitely going to be lag. So right now, the thing that I still need to figure out is how exactly I'm going to be getting in the online player 2's signal to my computer. Right now, I just need to make sure a computer can have a plug go from it to the PS2 and the PS2 receives a controller input. Because if that doesn't work, then it doesn't matter about the other part, you know? If that doesn't work, then I have to figure out a different setup. But for now, I just want to make sure my computer can connect to the PS2, and then I'll figure out on an extra side of software how I can just get player 2's controller input, nothing else besides the controller input, to just get sent to my computer very quickly, and for my computer to send that to the GIMX, which is also going to be a difficulty because I need to understand how this takes. It seems like this goes off of a lot of drivers, so it seems that it might have to take it like literally, like take in the controller input literally as its original controller, so that it will function with the drivers intended, and I don't have to write some sort of program that will interpret their signal into something that this will understand, because this understands controllers by default. So I don't know why I would have to really interpret it too much, but I just need to find the fastest way to do that. Like, I don't know, like I really don't think that web-based software would really do the trick. I have to look into, like, if emulators, for example, already have something external that does that. This is desoldering wick, by the way. I'm trying to see how it opens up. Oh, it just comes out like that. Interesting. Okay. How do I put it back? I can't. Okay, so I need to figure out that software part, and it's definitely gonna be a bigger, as simple as I can explain the issue, it's gonna be a bigger step than this part is, because I don't know anything. I don't know anything, and I'm not following the tutorial. So yeah, I will see about that, because you know, the first game I want to play is, oh, I haven't shown any of my games on the camera yet. I do, in fact, have physical versions of many of my games. All of the ones that are on my desk layout, I have these versions of. So this is Cookie and Cream. This is the one that I've been dying to play with the second player, but that's what's inspired me doing this entire thing, because I would like the second player to be someone I am streaming with, and not necessarily whoever I can get to play plugged in directly next to me, like couch co-op. I probably won't be using this. Seems too big. Okay, so I have this. I kind of want this to be on the mat. I have to wet the sponge though. Come out, come out, come out, come out. There we go. Okay, so this stays pretty flush in there. You can't really see. It stays pretty flush in there. I was just nervous because it seems like the mechanism that it sticks into the station with is pretty simple, and it can definitely move around, which you don't want a 400-degree piece of metal to be able to slip, you know. But I will go ahead and take a break. Hold on, let me add my little layout. Okay, transform, copy transform, studio mode, break, add, do capture device, add existing, this one. Oh my gosh, transform, paste transform. I'm getting faster at this, but also like not too well. Okay. Actually, this needs to go down. Okay, so let's jump over to here. Sorry, I didn't open the thing yet, but I'm gonna take a break because I need to go wet the sponge so that I can go in this little slot. But I've also been streaming for an hour and a half, and I've been nervous the entire time, so I need a breather. I'm gonna actually turn off my cam when I walk away, just because I don't know, I think that's appropriate. But we are going to open up the timer and then crop it. And and then I can actually start preparing to get started. So I hope nobody minds me rambling on so long. But I just kind of had to get my brain wrapped around everything I'm about to do. And also I just wanted to chit and chat. Oh, I messed this up. So right now the verdict is we will continue using the Weller soldering iron. If I mess things up that horribly, I guess I'll try the other one. But for now, I will go wet this and take a break. So I invite anyone who's here with me to go ahead and take a break. Maybe stretch, maybe get a drink of water, maybe get a snack, maybe use the restroom, maybe rest your eyes, whatever it is you need to do. I invite you to join me. I'm gonna take a break, and I will see you in 5 minutes. sorry. I was plugging this in, so I am, in fact, going to try this in a second. I put the sponge in here. Let me go to my regular layout. Okay, so what we have done is, let me remove this. Tape. So the station is plugged in, but the soldering iron is not plugged into the station. So I am not freaking out yet at having something very hot near me, but I will leave this kind of out of frame just because I kind of want it angled like this, and then for the webcam gimbal to be out of my way. Okay, so again, what we are working on is this. I opened up my window, I turned on the ceiling fan. You might be able to hear it. Yeah, I think you can. And then when I actually start soldering, I'm going to turn on an additional fan to blow the fumes out of the window, so you can hear dogs barking outside and stuff. So I apologize for that, but this is the safe way of operating these things. I don't have leaded solder, so I'm not in the most danger, but yeah, I would like a fume extractor, honestly, like the ones that you like hook up and it's like has like a carbon filter and stuff like that. I think that's probably like the best way to handle it, instead of being over like one of those hoods like in a big laboratory. But regardless, I need to look up how to tin. I understand that tinning involves just putting solder on the tip, on this part of the tip. However, I bought tip tinner. Am I not supposed to use it? Like, did I spend money on nothing? So we're gonna look it up. What is tip tinner soldering? Okay. How to use tip tinner. Tip tinner is a cleaning adhesive that keeps a soldering tip from oxidizing and becoming unusable. Some tips will be cut. Some tips. To use it effectively, you need to make sure you're following a specific series of steps. Okay, some tips will become pre-tinned. But it is recommended that you use tinner whenever you are soldering. Throughout the soldering process, you should reapply the tinner after applying solder to your project. Frequent reapplication will ensure no leftover residue will ruin your project, and your tip will always be in perfect working condition. It's important to use the tip tinner. Keep the tip covered in solder when not using. Without solder, the iron can quickly oxidize. This website doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, I'm looking at a site. I'm sorry you can't see my cool MMO mouse. I'm trying to get in frame. It has a lot of buttons on it. Here, let me just... My cool MMO mouse. That's this one. Oops, I almost closed OBS. That's so funny. It's not that funny. Oop. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, I just want to know. Is it supposed to look like dust? Okay, yeah, it does kind of look like dust in all these images. It looks kind of like a sponge in most of the images, actually. Or, I guess maybe it just looks like a coarse rock. Which, let's say that's what that looks like. So do I use the tinner, or do I use solder, or, like, I don't think I have high quality solder per se. This was just on Amazon. and this has flux in it. I don't know if that changes anything. A lot of questions, no answers. Oh, hold on one second. Okay. Twitch is saying my connection is unstable. I didn't notice. Oopsie. Okay. Is it better to use tip, tinner, or solder? Tip tinner is a speedy and effective product for cleaning and retining de-wetted soldering irons that cannot be retinned by sponges, pads, or rosin. If your soldering iron tip won't take solder, try using tip tinner to restore life back into the tip. Okay. So I guess I have to plug this in now. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I have a lot of things on my desk. I think that's part of being nervous, part of what's making me nervous. But also just like haven't operated one of these machines in like 6 years, 5 years, 5 or 6 years. And then, okay, actually, you know what? I just remembered. The thing I wanted to do first was just to ensure that I could melt solder. So I'm going to actually grab not wires like this one. These are breadboard wires. I'm gonna just strip 2 pieces of wire and connect them. That should be a good test. Oh no! Okay, so for our test, we are going to, hold on. I have a seat, I have a pillow on my seat. I have to make sure I'm comfortable. Okay, well I guess I technically already stripped this one a little, but I also just wanted to play with wire. And so I bought these wire strippers. I think they're pretty bare bones, but the wire I bought came with this, which I suppose is a wire stripper. Let's do this end. Seems like you enter it into the little razor end and then just pull. I guess. Maybe it's because it was made for this size and that's why it's like functional. Let me try. Oh, sorry, the dog's barking. Let me try this one though. I think you put it in the little hole right there in the middle. I think this one gives me a little bit more control over what I'm doing. Ooh, it tore my strands, so maybe that's not great. Oh, it's no worries, Denki Kaminari. Don't worry about it. I'm always glad to have you here for however long you can be. Okay, so our first test, which is actually going to be a little hard because I don't have helping hands, which is the thing that you can hold stuff with like clips and stuff. Wow, I kind of messed this one up. Are both of my wire strippers bad? They're both cheap. But let's I forget what this is called when you twist the stranded wire and then you put solder over it. There's a word for that. I think it's useful for stuff. But I'm sorry that this is so much not about the PS2 yet. It's just I'm really nervous to use the soldering iron. Let's try the wire stripper again. Maybe I just need to be more gentle. that. Okay, it still took out a little bit of a strand, but we're getting somewhere. Let's do it on this one as well. And then we will apply solder over this one, and then wait, I forget. Were you supposed to twist both of them or just one? I think you're supposed to just twist one. But let me just move this out of harm's way. So first we are going to put solder on the tip of our iron. And then, so usually when you use a soldering iron, I'm pretty sure it's more of a plug it in, wait like 30 seconds, use it, and then go back to what you're doing. Like, soldering is not supposed to be this huge step that I have made it today, but that is because I'm just really excited. So yes, this will be my first time using my new Weller soldering iron. I can't tell. It's one of these big ones. Seems like they're both the same. So now I am plugging this in to the station. Why is it not plugging in? Why isn't it plugging? I'm like putting a lot of force into it. Do it the other way? It looks kind of bent, to be honest. Can I show you this? Like, do they look bent and upstairs? Like, it wouldn't be that bent. It just looks a little bent. I guess it's better like that. Or maybe it's not bent at all. I think this one looks bent, right? Oh, this one right here? Like it's bent like that. I don't think it's bent. It's just really hard for some reason. I'm like trying with a lot of might to plug it in. Let me let you see what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Nice. Ooh, okay. So I only felt comfortable holding it that close and like all up in my space because the switch isn't flipped. So if this thing works, it should not be getting any power at all yet. But now we are going to do the scary part, which is I'm gonna leave these in a place where I can reach them in a second. We are going to flip it on. So I'll let you see that. I'll let you see just that. This is our soldering iron, featuring my keyboard over there. On, and now the light turns on. So I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds. 30 seconds of dread. Give it 30 seconds to heat up. And then we will try and see if the solder melts. And I'm going to turn on a second fan, so it's gonna be a little loud. This is just for fumes to go out the window. And it does point directly at the mic, I apologize. Okay. I hear it, I think. I don't want to like do the thing where you're like, is it hot yet? And you hold your hand directly next to it. Well, I do want to do that, that's the thing, but I won't. So this thing isn't exploding, so that's good. I have the knob not set to 1, so it might not be heating up at all. So let me, I think it's been like 30 seconds. Let me see if any solder melts. That's a test for seeing if it's hot enough or hot in general. So it doesn't seem like it's heated up. I'll give it another little while, and if not, I will switch it to 1. Fun waiting game. The freaking fan's on. Very loud. So yes, but this is just to make sure everything's in working order. And then once I feel like safe, basically once I feel safe, we're gonna just test my soldering capabilities and connect these two wires. And then after that, we will jump to soldering these header pins in place. So the thing with soldering isn't, so this is what I thought for a very long time, and I think this would mess up my circuits. The thing with soldering isn't to melt the solder directly with the iron, like point the iron at the solder and then melt it and then like drip it in place. That's not how you use it. I'm gonna switch it up to 1 now. The way you use it is you heat up both target locations to the point where they're as hot as, well, they're hot enough that solder will melt upon touching them, and then that's our dog, but she's outside. And then the solder will quickly cool down in place, and then they should stick together. So that's what we're going for. But right now, we just want to get the tip covered in solder. So I see a little bit of smoke. I don't know if you can see it. I'm thinking we go maybe up to 2. Let's go up to 2. So 1 should be 5 watts, and then 5 should be 40 watts. And hopefully the soldering part will not last too long. But yeah, usually I think, like in the example of the header pins, what we're going to be heating up really is, because it's gonna, the solder is like, since it's so shallow, the solder is gonna instantly be touching the circuit. So we don't really have to heat up the board, I imagine, too much. It will just be heat up the pin itself, the little part that's sticking out on the pins, and then touch the solder to the pin, which is hot, and then should be connected. I have a multimeter. Wow, bud, you working? I know to not touch it. But I will do the hover test. That's weird. Put it on 3. It's like not doing anything, I think. Or maybe it has. Maybe it has. Maybe I shouldn't have turned on the fan so early. It's very loud. Probably not fun to listen to. It'll be off in a moment, I promise. A moment being after I do a lot of steps, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Should be doing something by now. Well, we can put it up to 5. Yeah, it does feel like it did something. Was that always there? I guess so. It's just water droplet. I can smell something heating up, so it's definitely not broken. Definitely being a strong word there. Put it down to 4 because I'm getting scared. Okay, let's see. Bro, what is your issue? Okay, there we go. You see it? There we go. There we go. That took a while, but it is... You know, we just turned the thing on. Okay, so... Covering the tip in some solder. As the tutorial said. But then I don't know if I was... Maybe I was supposed to use the tip tuner first, because... That was a lot. I think maybe it's gonna drip. We can... Here. Let's do the thing. So there's that. And then let's stick it in its thing. Hashtag trust. And then see about some tip tinning. Ooh yeah, this thing melts upon... That's really interesting. Oh, I get it. I get it. I had to learn through practice, but I get it. So, what we're gonna do first is I want to turn it down to like between 2 and 3. I don't know if it does in betweens, but now what we want to do is somehow, without another hand, like I don't know how I'm supposed to be, maybe I'm not supposed to let it stretch so far. Maybe like this. Oh no, it's stuck to the side. Yeah, I don't know how to do this with 2 hands. Okay, the wire does heat up, I am learning. Okay, but look at that. We covered it. Okay, you can't see it that well, but I'm not going to adjust the camera because my hands are full. But we got that covered in solder. So now, I imagine we should have been able to, if we had another hand available, connect them like that. If we heated it up, and the solder would kind of let them meld together. But you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling confident. I'm not going to finish this little test of mine, and I'm just going to jump over to doing what we're here to do. So put the tip tinner over here. Just throw these wires to the side. It should be okay. And now we can... Let me put on my glasses. Even though they're not for seeing things close, they're for seeing things far, but... Can I show you my glasses? They're not the ones that are on my model, but they're still heart-shaped. Thought you might like them. Pretty cute. It just makes me feel protected in the eyes. So, what we're going to be doing is, let's ensure that the header pins are like as far in as they can be. And then we're going to just heat them up. Heat them up for a little bit. Let me grab it like this. Sorry you can't see that too closely, but heat them up for a little bit. And then feed solder directly on top of it, but not too much. Oops. See, it's kind of huge, so it's hard to see. We definitely don't want it to just be on the tip. Okay. Okay. I think that was pretty effective. I imagine I'm not supposed to use tip tuner too much. But it's so fun. Yeah, this tip is huge. Sorry. The face tracking is gonna get messed up because I'm well focused. No, not like that. Oh, I jumped! Oh my gosh, I skipped one. How did I do the first one? It's not gonna work. Sorry, I hit my head against the camera. Okay, let's clean this off. I saw a lot of reviews and stuff say that they didn't like the sponge as much as they like the little metal, like wool, steel wool looking tip cleaner, but I honestly like the sponge because you can see what's coming off. Okay, let's do that. Oopsie. I messed up the other side. Let me see about spinning it around. I think I definitely did the first one okay. Or I think I probably did the first one okay. Let's see, definitely. I also don't have any flux. I literally didn't remember that until right now. I don't like how the wire is so close to the tip. Let me heat it up. Okay. You know, we only need some of these to work. Let me look at which ones it is. It's ground. I think they're on the same side. Yeah, the ones we just did. Oopsie. Those are the ones we need to work. Let's hope. Let's hope and pray. The other ones don't have to work because we're not even connecting to them. So this one we want to work. Yeah, I think I'll order some. So I still have a few more like supplies to order for like my general toolkit, I would say. Like I need breadboard wires. I don't have any. I just have like the female to female cables, but not like the male to male cables, which are more common. Oh my gosh, don't mess it up. Okay, that should work. Again, this is why we have the fan on. I can smell it. Okay, the rest of these, I want to be connected for my own well-being, my own practice, but don't need to be perfect. Oh, don't tip it over, bud. And we honestly don't even need the pins on this side to be connected at all, but it would look ugly. But if I get exhausted, I'll just see if these work on this side. So yeah, because this tip is so wide, like it's hard to get, even though I'm using a part, like just a tiny part of it, like that, I'm doing that, but because it's such a small part of it, it's not like as hot as like the middle would be, you know, like because it's trying to distribute heat in like a large area, and that's just not gonna really work. So even though I am able to touch it with the tiny corner, it's just like this cable being like bent like that is like bothering me a lot. But let's get this one to work, please. I have to do it like with the flat side touching it. So yeah. The things that I need to order that I have left to order, I mean, include now soldering tips. Oh no. Okay. So I need to order soldering tips for this one. Very small ones, very fine ones. I need to order breadboard wires. I need to order flux. Liquid flux. Oh my gosh, my guy. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is like the finish I'm getting is like exactly what people say you don't want, which is like these really pointed little shapes. You want them to be more round, more flat, because if it's pointed there might be an air bubble inside of it. So I'm just going over a couple of them to... I think there's no harm in bringing this closer. Let me just put this away. I'll be distracted holding this giant tool. This should be up here. Just like up here. Oops. It's okay. I dropped my phone. That'll just mess up my face capture for a second. But I think it should be good as far as like this being in the way. I don't think it's really in the way. Let me just bend this with all of my might. Ugh. Maybe I should have just left it. I just want you to see, because I'm doing something really small. Oh my gosh, it leans forward a lot. I wanted it to be like this. Okay. I want you to be able to see my cool soldering iron. I just bought it. Cool new soldering iron. Just bend that up a little bit. That? Please stay. No, it droops so much. It droops so much. Drop my phone again. Made Addybot snap their neck. Okay, this is kind of the angle I wanted. This is probably the best I'll get. So I'll just continue. Okay, so I just need to get a little close. So I don't know why there's this bead right here. Kinda don't like that. Yeah, this one's definitely not... Oh, this one's bad. I don't know if you could really see it. But this one right here, the huge one, the huge blob, that's not good. But again, we only needed these two right here. They look pretty okay. So I just need to make sure they're fine. And then the rest are kind of to test, or to practice, I mean. So it's, you know, not ideal, but we have another Teensy if I ever need one. I don't really know how to use the desoldering wick. I think I haven't really used it on a board like this, so I don't really want to try. I would like to correct it though, please. It's like the little part that's like sticking up at the top won't even melt. Because this big freaking soldering tip. Okay, let me just move on to the next one, I guess. It looks so bad. Okay. Oh no. Oh no! It's stuck in there! Oh no. Okay. I know I'm supposed to be able to, I'm just able to get it on myself. It's just kind of funny. Wow, Addy, don't grab it by the freaking metal part. Please. Separate yourself. Thank you. That one looked good besides the fact that I did that. It looks fine. Oops. Okay. No. Oh, well, oh, I guess that works. I'm pretty sure none of these are working though. Okay, the last one we really want to work though, because it's ground. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to go to water first or what, but now we have soldered an entire row of header pins. This feels a little warm. So that's our little row. Oh, you have to go now? Okay, thank you for coming by. Thank you, Kaminari. Sorry, I was really focused. So the pins that we'll be using are this last one, the last pin, and then D2 and D3, which is not the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4 right here. We're gonna be using these ones. And I kind of want to fix that really messed up one. But, you know, like it stays in place, unlike the other side, which is completely not soldered on. I don't need any of those pins, so I could just not connect them. Like, I could just keep these. They're made for this board, so it's like, what else would I do with them? But this will be helpful because to not connect them at all is because the, where is it? The USB to UART board, that one, it's right here. I hit it. Accident. This one, in the example, is kind of connected, like connected and then placed like this in between the two sides of header pins. But since we're going to be removing some, it'll fit a lot better. Okay, actually it goes like this. It'll fit a lot better like this. So I think I'm good with that. I do want to figure out how to do a continuity check. But I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't even know how continuity checks work very much. I think maybe I could figure out ground, but anything else I'm not so sure. But I think I'm able to let me close these tabs of tip tinner. Okay. We're gonna go back to the tutorial. Here, let's go to our monitor capture. So now we have the Teensy, hopefully with the pins connected. Let's function under the assumption the ones that I just connected are working properly. So one, we're going to turn the soldering iron all the way down, and then we're going to turn off the station. I don't know if I'm supposed to turn off the station before it cools down. That seems like it would be fine, but let me just wipe it a little bit more and then put in the tip tinner maybe. Okay. I did that. I turned it below 1. Now let's switch it off and then leave it ominously in front of us. But if we function under the assumption that I connected these pins, at least the 3 pins that we're using, properly, then this should work. Will I be able to troubleshoot it and figure out that it is in fact this thing's fault if it's messing up? No, I think. But here, we can turn off the fan now. Fan is off. I will also turn off the room fan. Oh my gosh, wait. My computer? My computer's fan is so loud I got confused. Okay, so now what we have left to do is follow this tutorial. So I downloaded the firmwares. I think we can turn this up a little bit. I downloaded the firmwares. I'm gonna close my window as well. I forgot. Okay, so I'm taking my sweet time because if I try to be like, oh no, I'm taking a long time, then I'm gonna mess up, so I apologize if this is boring. I'm kind of having a blast, to be honest, just because I'm learning, yay, I use a soldering iron, yay. I'm not happy that I have to buy new soldering tips. Why would it come with a screwdriver tip by default? Like, who is using that? I know many people are using it, but still. Let me just put the soldering supplies to the side at least. Sorry at my mic. Let me bring my mic closer. I can talk to you guys now. I won't be very quiet. Oops. Hello? I think I messed something up. Okay, so when it comes to wait, let's go back up to the top. So let's do this checklist. So we want jumper cables, the Teensy with the pins, the serial converter, electrical tape. I'm using Captain tape, a rubber band, USB. Oh, let me actually grab those. So we want a USB male to female extension cable and a USB male to USB mini B? Mini B? Wait, is that different? Oh no. I guess I check. Here, let me turn on my hand cam again. So this is the USB mini one. It just has to plug into the Teensy, that's it. If it doesn't, I think I might have another one that maybe will work. Let's see. Oh no, that fits. Okay. Good, good. So we have the jumper cables. They come with this one. Got jumper cables. I can separate them when I need to. You have the Teensy with pins. We're only using pins on this side, so we don't have to connect both sides. The serial converter. Let me take this breadboard out of here. Let me line everything up all pretty like it is in the picture. I can put the camera back to how it was before now. Or should. Maybe can is a strong way to put it. That's assuming I'm able to. Yeah. That is assuming I'm able to. I might knock over my phone again. Why does that look so bad? Why did it get worse? We're close. We're so close. What is this? Oh, it's the soldering iron. You know what? If I do this, it looks aligned, so I'll take it. So we have what we just soldered the header pins onto. Very poorly in certain places, but okay on the places we need them to. The Teensy 2.0. We have a USB to UART serial converter. Oh, I think you're hearing some noise from outside, but hopefully it's not too bad. We have some Kapton tape, a rubber band. I don't know what this is from. USB male to female extension, except it's not that long. I don't really see it in the tutorial either though. And we have USB male to USB mini B. Mini B? Whatever that is. And then it asks for a like hobby knife, like an X-Acto knife, and the jumper cables. So now we have everything we need to continue with this tutorial. So let me just jump back over to showing you the tutorial as well. So that's everything that we have, more or less. Don't use retractable cable. Oh yeah. So I downloaded these. I downloaded the Teensy firmware, and I downloaded this one, GIMX. And that's not for our operating system. So recommend you insulate the serial converter. So I'm gonna do that first, I guess. So I will do that. Let's look at my hands now. Wait, how do I here, let me do this. Copy. I just don't want it to look like really awkward when I switch between scenes. Nope, it didn't work. Why isn't this working? Copy. And then hand cam. Paste. Okay, there we go. So now when we switch, I won't move. Cool. Yeah, I was struggling to get this open earlier. I guess I should probably grab my box cutters. I don't even know when they show up in the tutorial, but here, I'll just use scissors for this. Oh wait, I remember, I put them in my thing with all of my new tools, so I can just grab them. But I don't think I'm going to be using these maybe at all, so I'm just going to put them to the side. So I'm going to cover this in Captain Tape and then hope and pray that that is enough. Where's the end? Actually, wait, do they? I can't tell. Okay, it looks in the tutorial that they actually cover some of this part as well up here. So I will cover that in a second. But let's just bring the tape around. I guess I'm adding a lot. It's probably not normal way to use this. Yeah, this is a lot. I wish I had my electrical tape. Fortunately, someone needed to borrow them. To borrow it? To borrow it. But, hopefully that's okay. Enough. Where's my scissors? Seems pretty covered up except for these pins, which maybe that's an extremely important part to be covered up. I feel a little bit better about my soldering looking at this, because it's not supposed to look like it's made like by machine, I guess. But we taped it up, so that's good. Oops. So that was the first step. Now connect the cables as shown in the picture. So we're gonna follow this diagram. So we're going to start it. Let's start with ground. Let's start with ground. I'm going to, oopsie. Let you see where we are. So ground is gonna be, we don't have the color black. That's so weird. Can ground be white? Is that acceptable? We're gonna have ground. Okay. Hello? Hello? It goes in more than that, doesn't it? Oops. Where did I go? Can I press undo? Oh, I don't know what I did. I like scrolled and something happened. Pretty sure this goes in like more than this. Am I like being silly? Let's look at, yeah, they're pretty flush. My jumper cables aren't messed up, are they? Maybe we could try a different color, like purple. Why is there no red either? Here you can see my hand cam. I think maybe I'm just, this happens a lot with me. Yep. Yeah, maybe I'm just being too gentle on it. There we go. It's nice and in there. Does purple represent ground though, is the question. I don't really have a good selection of colors. I have purple, blue, that doesn't look too different from purple, so I will not use both of them. Green, yellow, orange, and white. So I can use orange and green, I think. Just all the secondary colors. Because I would hope, mean that they're kind of all distinct from each other. Yeah, so, but purple is ground, so we're gonna go ground to, okay, let me move all this stuff. The USBs are not part of this yet. So it says in the tutorial to make sure you orient everything like this way. Like this, with the cables like this. But I think that was just because of demonstration purposes, maybe. We're gonna go ground to ground. Please. Please, I just soldered this. I don't want it to break. Okay, ground to ground. Okay, and then D2 to TX. So TX is going to be the third one from the top. TX can be green. Oh, come on, please. I'm like pushing with a lot of might. Okay, TX to D2. D2 is gonna be on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then RX, which is right above TX, RX2 D3. And if anything, we might have to just swap where these two are connecting. Please. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. Now let's see. Connected these. The next step, 2 steps are only required if you're putting, and I want them to be kind of flush together. So, but I also don't know how I feel about bending this, especially if it's not like finalized. But what they're suggesting is maybe they're really easy to bend. I just don't want to like pull them out of the solder. But maybe if I did a good job that wouldn't happen. But I think what it wants is on this one for me to bend it like that. Which, yeah, maybe that is a good idea. Let's try. Let's try. Okay. I think maybe it was better in the example because the header pins on the other side were holding them in place so it wouldn't get loose. But I don't have header pins there. But hopefully that's okay. This is pretty easy to bend. Ooh, not good sound. Not good sound alert. And then some residue from the not good sound. I don't know what I just did. But let's just keep bending them. Maybe I'm being rough on the other side. I think that might have been what the sound was. So we did that. And then wrap the cables around the Teensy in a way that doesn't cover the button. I suppose this works. It looks like Halloween. Isn't that cute? So we want to do this. And we got a lot of room. So then it's that, and then oh gosh, how did they do this? Maybe okay, let me do this the other way. A little tilted, but that's all right. Or no, I can't do it the other way. They do say there's like no perfect way of doing this. It looks like they just kind of did this on the last wraparound. And then, sorry. I want you to see, but I'm also just like freaking out. It looks like it went kind of like oh yeah, the pins definitely would have held it together. That's okay. It just looks ugly. It's not non-functional. It's just like this, and then they put a rubber band. Yeah, this isn't super cute, but oh, you know what? I just noticed the header pins on the Teensy. Right there. We're gonna be touching this leftover header pin on the USB. That's no good. So maybe I can put an extra thing of tape, as if I didn't use enough already, just to cover the other header pins. Maybe this is silly looking. I don't know. Just trying to be careful. Meh. Meh. Pretty meh. Pretty meh setup, but you know what? It's whatever. And we kind of pull it around, maybe bring it around town, perhaps. And then it shouldn't collide with them. Much. This looks like a mess. It's not as cute as the tutorial, methinks. You know what? What if I do this? That helped, I think. Dun 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 dun. The music tends to look quiet now. Turn it up a little bit more. Okay, but now I just kind of disrespect the entire thing I just did and put a rubber band over it. Okay. This is what we have built. It looks like I tied a knot. That's hilarious. But you know what? It's functional. Hopefully. We're hoping that it's functional. Yeah. Okay. If you want, you can also place the blah 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 blah. And then so now we do the fun software part. Okay. There we go. So now we can, where's my cable? Connect the USB mini to the Teensy. Wrong way. USB mini is now connected to the Teensy. We're gonna connect it to the computer, which means I need to turn off the webcam because I'm running out of USB ports. So, hand cam is gonna go away for. Well, actually, I can unplug the keyboard instead. Beat that was me. Now we plug this into PC. Teensy Arduino raw. Each ID device is being set up. So, functioning. Not necessarily due to the pins. This thing would work without any of the pins things that I did. Is it done setting up? Or okay, I'm gonna dock this. I'm gonna dock this. And now, actually, you know what? Okay, it's set up and ready to go, allegedly. So, let's continue to follow the tutorial. Connect the adapter to your computer using the USB mini B cable, and the LED on the Teensy should turn on or start blinking. So then when we open the Teensy software, I didn't try opening it before I realized. Here it is. So let's bring it over to my monitor, and I will leave. I will have the tutorial in it side by side, and you can watch what I'm doing now on my monitor. So this is the Teensy software. I don't think we can make this window any bigger, but just gotta trust that this is the right one. So it's gonna say press button on Teensy to manually enter program mode. So I will press it now. Press the button on the Teensy and the LED should turn off. I pressed it. In Teensy Loader, open. At Mega 32U4 from the firmwares folder. It's not letting me press program. Reboot. Okay. Pressing button. File. Maybe that's it? Let me not show you my files. Desktop. Hi Tom. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so focused. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you? I am currently struggling, but we are so close. Okay. At Mega 32U4. Where is that one? But hi, how are you? I am currently working on a mod. This is our hand cam. It's looking really rough. I did have to do a little bit of soldering, and I'm not super used to soldering, so it's coming out in a certain way. There's a hair. There's a hair? Whose hair is this? I think it's a dog hair. But what I have done so far was all I had to do was solder header pins onto the Teensy 2.0, and now we're trying to put software on it, but it doesn't look good yet. You're good. That is so wonderful to hear. I am like, my brain is like going, you know, like I am thinking, the cogs are turning. I've been wanting to work on this project for a little while, so I'm pretty excited. but let's find this file. It says to open up at Mega32U4 from the firmware folder on my desktop. Where would that one be under? Oh wow, did you see that? Oh, there it is. Found it. Open. Yay. The wheels are grinding. Yes, yes, yes. You get it. You get it. Okay. I think I opened it. It says at mega32u4.hex. From the firmware folder on your desk. Click the program button and you should get the message. Download complete. Download complete. Yay, yay, yay. Now click the reboot button and your GIMX USB adapter is ready for use. Huh. That sounds, reboot okay. Okay, so now's the part that I don't understand. How do I test this with keyboard input? So, okay, let me show you. Let me show you what I was making. So, it wasn't that hard. It was just plugging two things into each other, and I just had to solder some header pins on. I was mostly freaked out because I just bought this soldering iron, and I haven't used a soldering iron in years. And this soldering iron happens to have a huge tip, which I didn't know. Yay, yay, yay! But I was just like, you know when like a project just sounds daunting. What does that say? W-E-W? Is that like wow? Whoa. Or does that stand for something? I don't know. I don't know. Let's get the scissors out of here. It says this is ready for working. So I don't know how to test I don't know how to test this. So this should be able to work for let's go back to the top. So what I'm trying to, what I'm working towards trying to get to work is, so this is their pretty version. They make them. Oh wait, I'm not showing you. So so this USB adapter is supposed to be able to send out a controller input. A controller output is what I meant to say. It's wow or woo, but I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Electrical installation, blah 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 blah. Operating instructions. Let's start there. Okay, yes, this is okay. I don't have to use my words now. It goes from computer to adapter, outputs to a console. So the console that I want to output to is a Ps2. So I actually have a, let me turn on my hand cam again. That's cool. Yes, it's super exciting. Like this is something that can be used for a lot of different purposes. What I'm trying to do is get a, where did I put the adapter? That's right here. What I'm working towards is to be able to have, so the second player, oh okay, I'm using this for a second player, not for a first player, but the second player's signal is coming from the computer, correct? So imagine, if you will, the second player is actually, you know, living far away or is at their house, you know, but they still want to play with you on your couch co-op game. So for me, I'm trying to play on the PS2, which like all I can do is couch co-op at this point. And a lot of games are only couch co-op, and I think that's something that's coming back in consoles, unfortunately. But yes, so this is going to be able to plug into this adapter, which goes into a PS2 slot, like a regular DualShock 2, and this will take in, this accepts a DualShock 3 signal. So that's the only reason I bought this expensive freaking adapter. This was $40. I don't think, even if it works, I don't think it's worth it. Because it's not a controller. Why is it $40, you know? But it seems cool, but it's like, dang, like cheap plastic. You know, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being mean, but this will take in a DualShock 3, and this can output as a DualShock 3, and that will be fun. Yes. So what my goal has always been with this one specifically was I have like a collection of PS2 discs, and now I have, that's so expensive. Exactly. Oh my gosh. But I have a collection of PS2 discs, and one of my favorite PS2 games ever was The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Very cute game. It's you can play by yourself. It's not that fun to me to play by myself. It's like a split screen co-op game. It's really, really fun. I want to stream it, but I want to play it with, for an adapter no less. I'm glad you understand this. So I want to play Cooking and Cream with somebody on stream. So I want to stream it. I'm already doing things online, and I want to do, like, you know, maybe a collab stream with someone that doesn't live in my room, you know? And, so I would want to be able to get their remote input. I keep calling it remote input, as in like online or like far away input. But I understand that's like confusing if I'm talking about controllers and I say remote. But the goal would be, actually, you know what? I think I'm supposed to be able to unplug this from my PC. Even if it's not working, I'm okay to unplug it. So let me... What do I press for this? I think I just press X. Do I have to eject it? Oh, I do! Oh wait, no, that's my phone! No, I don't have to eject it. I will unplug it and hope for the best. You're gonna hear a Windows sound. Ooh, that's not a good sign. You didn't hear a Windows sound. But now, it should be able to just plug in to a console and work. Like, I plugged this side into my computer. Oh no! Sorry, I'm dropping frames. The internet will mellow out in a second. Sorry for the dropped frames. So this part plugs into my PC. This part plugs into the console. This should be able to work. So I think I only installed the PS3, the DualShock 3 firmware on it, but I can, for example, what's a not weird example? I was gonna say plug it into my Switch, which this is the wrong cable for that, but I could use it on a Switch. I could use it on my Xbox One, I guess. I guess that's something I can test it on, but And the only other, so I want to play Cookies and Cream with someone online, essentially. So this is the first step, being able to output the controller signal from a computer. The second step is the computer receiving an online controller input, which doesn't seem like it's impossible. I just don't know the right keywords for that, for Googling that question. So this doesn't look so cute. I can probably put some more Kapton tape on it. It won't make it look nicer, but it'll make me feel better. But this should work. Like, essentially, I could plug this into the PS2 right now, and it might work. But I just don't know how, on the software side of things, how to configure PC input. So I could plug, like, I don't know, I guess I could plug my Xbox controller. That's the only USB controller I have. My Xbox controller into my PC, and then plug this thing, the GIMX Adapter. That's what it is. I could plug my GIMX Adapter into my computer, and then plug that into the PS2. And that's like some of the ways that, like, I could plug Xbox controller into computer, GIMX into computer, GIMX into PS2. Should work. There's a lot of steps where there can be an error. So first of all, there's the adapter side. So I wrote this in my notes. Let me show it again. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Like, I need to talk myself through these steps as well. Oh, whoopsie. So this is my little diagram. So the points of error can be my actual adapter, the computer, because of some sort of software issue, the adapter, it could not work. It was $40, so it better, but it could not work. And then the PS2, like all of those steps can have an error, and I will not be able to. You're so confused. Oh no. Okay, my very helpful diagram might be able to shed some light. So I'm player 1 in the dream circumstance. In the dream circumstance, I'm player 1. Player 2 is like playing through like Discord, you could think, but they're playing remotely. They're at their place. My computer is receiving their controller input in some magical way, and then it goes through this adapter we just put together to this one. Keep talking, I'm still trying to figure it out. okay. It'll go to the brick adapter, which will go from, which accepts, it basically will just accept a USB controller, because I don't have USB to whatever this is. So that's why I needed this. That's the only reason why I needed it. Apparently this also will take like a Bluetooth controller, but I don't want to do all that. And then it should be able to connect to the PS2. Oh no! We are dropping frames again. I apologize. The internet, please be on my side. I'm working hard. I'm working hard so you don't have to. But yes, that's my little diagram. It goes from some sort of PC controller input, which can be like, where is it? It can be, I'm gonna have to go grab it. That was loud. Okay, nobody laugh at me. This is my third-party Xbox controller. Xbox One controller. Oh my gosh, look at the... Why does it look like that? Do you see this? The thumbstick is like... Is that what it's called? The joystick? It's like... bent. It looks like someone took a bite out of it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry for the unstable internet connection right now. I have no clue why it's doing that, to be honest. Yeah, whoopsie. But I could essentially plug this into my computer, right? And then using the GIMX software, which is what most of this project is. Most of the project, GIMX, is the software. This is just how you like export the output of the software to console, but the software is all GIMX. So I should be able to plug in like this, because it uses USB, to my computer, and then use it to control my PS2. Hopefully. I guess that's how I could try it. I wanted to do keyboard and mouse because I don't like this controller, and also because I think I should be able to do that as well. I want to try. So let's keep looking at the explanation, because I still don't know. I still am not confident about this software. Hi, Redis mate. Hands. Oh man, you just missed a lot of hand action. Hi. We just put this together. Sorry for the unstable internet connection. But we just put this together. I in fact used my brand new soldering iron. I won't touch it, it's probably still hot. And yeah, and I have some new stuff that I had to buy for this project, but we are gonna get the software side of things working now. So I think I downloaded everything I need to. I was a little scared if I had to download something and it was like a driver and it said that I had to restart my computer because I'm streaming, but hopefully we won't have to do that. But hi. So let's keep looking at the software side of things. So let's see, Windows, mouse and keyboard for PS3. Let's go. Did you draw that little diagram there? I did it. I did it to make myself feel better. And also because I kept explaining this project over and over again, and I kept not naming it and having to explain it in a series of sentences, but I would hope that this kind of explains it. So the labeling is for me to know like what step is which. So this is the adapter. This is this adapter that I just bought. not the one that I put together. The GIMX one is the one that I just did the DIY for. Hopefully it works. There's literally, I could already expect some steps where it's not working because of that. But I won't be able to figure it out, unfortunately. It'll just be trial and error. But we just put this together, which is this little adapter. We're gonna accept controller input from the computer. It's gonna go to the PS2. Do you like my PS2 drive? I thought it was really funny. How do I focus? I tried to draw the little the PlayStation logo on it. It doesn't look like it at all. But look, it's Cookies and Cream. This is the game I want to play so badly. I even labeled it. I forgot I did that. The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. It's a scientific diagram, as you can see. Internet connection is more stable. Oh, really? Oh, that's good to hear. It looks on my end that, like, it went down. I don't know how long it went down. Sometimes it doesn't really update in real time. So it could have been down for a minute. Could have been down for a second. I would not know. But yes. Like the happy little player and the two Cookie and Cream rabbits. Yes, this one's Cookie and this one's Cream. Yeah, those are their names. Do you want to see? Wait. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. But you know, I should probably talk more about the PlayStation game since I'm in the retro category. So this is what the cover looks like. I can also, allegedly, or apparently, what's the word I'm thinking of? Technically, I can turn on hand cam more when I want to read the back of the covers now. Probably won't, just because it's like a lot of setup. I have to turn on like software in 2 different things. But look at it, and the inside cover is so cute. Look at the way they draw them. I'll read your comments in 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm just really excited. Look, that's Cookie and Cream. I'm so excited. I'm very excited for this game. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Here, let me read your messages. I'm so sorry. I'm speaking directly into the mic. Also sorry about that. Let me see. Yes. The software, I don't get some computer magic. No, I don't get the software either. Do not worry. I don't get the software either. It's an open source project, so I could technically read it until I understand it, but it is super cute. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree. Adorable diagram. Thank you. Why does Pink Rabbit look so angry? Why do they do tick her off so much? I have no clue. I think that's kind of like she's like the spunky one. and then Cookie is like the nonchalant, the lazy one, like Gudetama type character. Like, oh, it's no worries, I have a banjo. And then Cream is always screaming. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to play this game. I love the sound in it so much. Okay, but I am getting distracted. Well, I don't think it's technically being distracted, but we're gonna hop back and look into the software side of things. So this guide will have mouse and keyboard, I think. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit more so you can read it. Okay, so the control scheme, what we're gonna set up right now, is gonna output a PS3 controller, I think. We're gonna use mouse and keyboard. Any of these options? Oh no, I didn't mean to click that. Whoopsie. Okay. Let's read the sentences. I have a change of heart. I'm gonna actually not skim this. So, GIMX allows to emulate. Ooh, the sentence is wrong. It's okay. Oh no, internet, come back. Wow. It went down. Oh, ooh. Oof. I am dropping frames. Wow. Let me just... I forgot I unplugged my keyboard. Let me plug it back in. There we go. Is our connection back a little bit? Just a little? Kind of? It's still going down. I have no clue why it's doing this. On my end, at least. It looks like on Twitch the bitrate's perfect, but I can keep going. As long as you can hear me. I'm just reading things right now, but I think maybe we're gonna catch up. The computer's gonna catch up in a minute. So I'm sorry about the dropping of frames and the oh my gosh, this looks ridiculous, but I will just look away. I will ignore this for now. GIMX allows you to emulate a DualShock 3. Any mouse, keyboard, or game controller can be used. All controls are working except motion sensing. Adjusting ADS sensitivity is possible using a second profile triggered by the mouse right click. What games are 80? What? Hardware requirements. Computer, mouse. Forget about using a mouse with anything less than 2000 DPI. Guess we gotta check what my DPI is at. Let's wow, you just get to see my entire screen. Let's see. On this setting, it's at 1700. So we want it at 2000. Why does it say forget about using a mouse with anything less than... How do I know what hertz it is? We will even out in a moment. It seems like it's kind of like a local Wi-Fi thing. I don't know if that's different. Let's give it a few more minutes. I'm doing some boring things anyways, but wait, a gaming mouse with 5000 plus DPI, a gaming mouse with more than 1600 DPI doesn't really make a difference on a computer. Can decelerate mouse movements so as to counteract the in-game acceleration. A high DPI mouse results in a smoother movement. Okay, I can turn it up to 2000. Let's do that. 3. Ooh, I did it on the wrong settings. Yeah, let me fix it. Let's turn this back down to 1700. There. And this one can go up to 2000. 2, 1, 2, 3. And that's fine. There's an adapter that you can either buy or build. Forget about using. Okay. Wait, what? I will not have to. I thought I already installed this. I thought I did. Wow, okay. Hold on one second. I'm gonna disappear. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. My bit rate. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Oh my gosh, I had my mic muted. I am so sorry. That's embarrassing. My mic was muted. I'm so sorry. That's embarrassing. I don't know how long. I think it was muted for that entire time. But I was confused the whole time. I'm just reading. Okay, wait. If you're unsure how to wait. For some alternative configs, you will need to download them manually. It looks like the configuration can either be for a game, or like it'll be... Wait, let me go back to the... Or was it this page? Console, game, author? Config... Wait, I have no clue. Config file to use with a 360 pad and a PS3. So do I just pick whichever one starts with PS3? I don't know. So let's open GIMX and we do that by hold on. Let's go back to the main DIY page. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Windows does that a lot to me. Like a lot. Okay. When in use, the USB mini cable is connected to your console. I have no clue what any of this means. Let's go to their FAQ. I might have to, it looks like I might have to make a configuration myself. Whoops. I'm like panicking. Force feedback support for Logitech wheels. Okay, let's go back to the what page was it that said it was the guide. Here we are. Okay. So what we want to do, operating system Windows, control team mouse. Okay. So computer has mouse and keyboard plugged directly into PC. Okay. So they have me here. So I can do that. I can do that right now even. I have to turn off my camera, so we will turn off the hand cam for a moment. While we do the rest of this. So stop. Oh, you saw that. So we're gonna turn that off and close it. And then eject my phone device. Windows can't stop. Oh. I am thinking really hard. I think that's the downfall here. Eject, please. Otherwise, I'm just unplugging this. Okay. Windows is saying it's still using it, so I'm just gonna unplug it. I can't break a phone. you wouldn't download a car. Okay, so unplug that. So now I can plug in the adapter we just made. I'll plug that directly into the computer. I'm really scared. Oh my gosh. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, it plugs in. A light turns on. Yada yada yada. And you know what? I will plug this into my PlayStation 2. So I need to look up the manual for the adapter, the one that I bought for $40. It doesn't look like it needs power, so maybe I can just plug it in and it works. So let's unplug. Okay, wait. I'm like doing like 20 things at once. So first, let's just see this. Okay. On sensitivity. Resetting keys. Okay, so I think I might have to edit a configuration, if anything. Maybe not make one. Using a steering wheel. Trying to play a game. Okay. I think I loaded the firmware. Connecting to the console. See, but what's the... Okay, I'm just gonna open the GIMX software and see, oops, and see if something happens. So we're gonna launch, open the launcher. No. So here's the launcher. Oops. This is the launcher, like in here. Let's open them side by side. So output to the adapter, port, do you think it's right? It's probably right. Input physical device. Windows event? Output set to GIMX. Okay, okay. Input should be physical device. So I do need to download a configuration. Mouse capture, auto. Okay, but like I don't get the configuration thing. Get configs. This is what is confusing me. PS3? Should I just click one of the PS3 ones? Or wait, which way did it go? Or no, did I go too far? console. So any of the ones that say PS3 should work okay, perhaps? Grand Theft Auto? I don't know any of these games. I also didn't play the PS3 like that. Doom. I don't even recognize a lot of these games. I went too far. Let's try... Let's try... Where's Little Big Planet? I played that before. I guess I'll just pick the first one. Completed? Okay. So now, I would like to read the configuration. I think I opened that somewhere. This one's called Army of something. Oh my gosh, I'm getting more and more confused. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to just plug it into the PS2 and see if it works. So I'm gonna have to take everything off my second monitor and disconnect it. Let's move back to our table. So I'm gonna disconnect my second monitor and then plug my PS2 into it. PC screen only. Cool. And now I'm gonna unplug my DualShock 2 and plug in one through the adapter. And then see if I can get anything to work. I just realized this means I have to unplug another USB device so you can get my Elgato in there. That's fine. Oops, oops. So let's unplug my keyboard because I am on a laptop. So if anything, I can use my laptop keyboard. Memory card, and now we can test it. It probably won't work, if I'm being honest. It probably won't work, and that's okay. So let's turn on the PS2. There's no game inside. I just wanted to see if I can like move through the menus. Oh, I forgot it plays out loud on my thing. So let's just find the Elgato. Did I not plug in the Elgato? I did. Let's see, properties, activate. That's not supposed to be the issue. The issue isn't supposed to be the video capture. Well, Yeah, I have no clue what the inputs would have been. Let's see, start. Yes. Okay. Ooh, this is doing something. So, unfortunately you can't see this, but this opened up a command prompt. It's saying my mouse frequency is 100 Hertz. Using default refresh period. Okay, so when I move my mouse, it's not moving on my computer, but it's potentially doing something on... It worked! It worked! Oh my gosh, I wish... Okay, how do I end this? Do I press escape? Oh no, how do I end this? Oh, shift escape. Okay, shift escape. Okay, so you did not get to see any of that, but it definitely works. I just lose control of my computer. Which, you know, isn't what I'm looking for, but yeah, wow. I wish the Elgato was being nice today. Let's see if I can do it like this. Elgato, please activate. Is it because it's not in the USB 3.0 slot? Is that it? Like, oh, you're such a baby. Yay! Thank you for the yay. I'm sorry that I just seemed like I got tilted and really quiet for like an extended period of time, but I used the WASD buttons and it started working. So I want to be able to show you. So let me I think I can unplug it and then switch spots. We could switch spots with the Elgato. Elgato, don't freak out. Elgato, don't freak out. It freaked out. That's okay. Plug it into where it wants to be. PC sounds, PC sounds. There's so many cables. There are so many cables. This is ridiculous. Okay, so plug this into... Oh my gosh, it's not even plugged in all the way. There we go. And Elgato, hello. Deactivate. Activate. There you go. Okay, so I am going to start the software, okay? So I'm clicking start. Yes. And now I am losing control of my computer with the mouse. Maybe I can use the touchpad? Okay, yeah, I can control... No. Never mind. So I'm moving the mouse and nothing's happening on this on the PS2, right? But now I'm gonna press these ones. I'm using my keyboard and it's controlling the PS2. Yay! It's okay. I didn't do a lot. I just kind of configured things. But okay, let's see. Let's try and figure out what X would be. Let's try E. Let's try Q. Let's try X. Let's try enter. Let's try space. It's space. Okay, X is space. Okay, now let's look at our memory card. Ribbit King, there he is. I am using my keyboard. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it works. It looks so ugly, but it works. Ooh, let's figure out what circle is. You think it's Q? You think it's E? You think it's what else could it be? C? Tab? Shift? Caps? I'm at a loss. F? R? Oh, come on. I'm running out of buttons. 1, 2. I can't get out of this screen. Let me shift escape. Okay, so if I press shift escape, it exits me out of it. So I think if I'm doing this normally, I will not want it to take in Windows event. But I think this might work with I think because the configuration is so like hands-on, I can figure out the like if need be, I can figure out how to configure the software side of things to receive the remote input completely by myself. Now, what is circle? Who knows? I'm trying to read on the configuration thing. Okay, space. Event type button space. Keyboard ID 0. But which one's X? Keyboard button F. Okay, F is something. F is something. F, E. Oh my gosh. Should I try to figure out this configuration or are we good? I think we're good. I just controlled the PS2 with my laptop. So I'm pretty happy with that. And like it looks like the configuration, like I could just jump in the file and edit what it says and like I could just do that. So that's pretty cool. It works. Yay, yay, yay. Now, since I'm already capturing my Elgato, I'm gonna stop using this because this is really complicated and hard. But now we know that like it's not the adapter, like not the adapter, not the not either adapter, and not the adapter I put together and not the adapter I bought. Both of those work fine. The USB cables work fine. And the software is working fine. The only thing I need to figure out is the configuration file. And so when you open the GIMX program, it says like it can take in Windows events, but it can take in other things too. So it can take in like actual controller inputs, but it also can take in things from software, I believe. So I just need to figure that out at a later time, and then I'll be able to make this work. That's crazy. It's like kind of heating up, so I'm gonna unplug it. This thing's my baby now, I think. But wow, it looks really rudimentary, but it definitely works. But while we are sharing the PS2 screen, I would like to show you some other mod things in relation to that, and then we can go ahead and wrap things up, because I've been streaming for an extended period of time and I've been frustrated for too much of that time. So let me just go ahead and like set my computer up properly, and then okay, so the other thing, I showed it on stream a little bit earlier, but the other thing that I got was the MC2SIO ISO loader for the PS2. So that is a modded memory card which can load PS2 games from an SD card, from a micro SD card. I don't know if that's the most important detail, but from a micro SD card. So I'm gonna put this somewhere safe first. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it worked. It just worked. So let me turn off the PS2. The babyest frog. You Ribbit King? He is very cute. Very cute. I want to play that game again. Okay, so I have one last cool thing to show you. What else am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm supposed to do something else. Okay, so we're booting it up. I put in one memory card in memory slot 1 with FreeMcBoot, that's this software, and in memory card slot 2, is my mic working okay? Okay, it should be. So this is FreeMcBoot, which is a software mod for the PS2. Now, the cool thing is OPL is like I think it's called the Open PlayStation Loader that can load Ribbit King's Friend. I hard agree. I love that game. That game is like, it's been a while since like I played a game that I just kind of wanted to load up like for fun. I think that was me with Animal Crossing mostly, where I would just like, I don't know, there's something between playing like a story game and playing a game that's like for fun. I think most games I played for fun in recent years were FPS, and I think I was notorious for saying that I hated those games. Like I would be like, I hate Overwatch, I hate Valorant, you know, but like Ribbit King, I said I hate it only a few times. Okay, but OPL is the Open PlayStation Loader, and I'm gonna open this one for the SCPH models 75,000 and higher, because that's the model that I have. Ooh, Elgato, you got this. So this says USB games, but it's actually through a memory card, and I just press start device, it starts loading it up, and it'll show you games I downloaded on the PS2. So I'm still playing right off my PS2 with my DualShock 2. Everything's on its original hardware. The only thing is I'm not loading games through the disk drive. I'm loading it through a micro SD on a modded memory card. That is very cool to me. For one, it's the only way you can do that on a PS2 Slim, because the PS2 Slim doesn't have a way to connect a hard drive, which is how people have done it previously. On the original PS2, which can fit a hard drive in it, you can load games there, but the USB slots are too slow to load any games, and that was the only option for the PS2 Slim. But you can just download them. So I actually downloaded quite a few games. This one doesn't work. I think this is a CD game and not a DVD game, so I need to move it to the CD file. But Dokodemo Isho works. Ape Escape works. I just downloaded Knights and Pointy's Point today. And another cool thing is, when you load games through here and not through the disk drive, it will not check for region locking. So the only thing that checks for region lock is the disk drive. So when I load, you see that 3 of these games are Japan region locked, Dokodemo Isho, Knights, and Pointy's Point. But these will all run perfectly fine. I tested Dokodemo Isho yesterday, and it works fine. It's just hard to read. Knights, I'm pretty sure Knights was only released for the PS2 in Japan, so that's why it's region locked. And then Pointy's Point is a game that I have been dying to play. I will not play right now, but I've been dying to play. And it's actually really interesting because it has an official dub and subtitling, but it is region locked to Japan, but it has dub and subtitling in English. I think they just probably was some sort of business decision. So I could start this up. I won't, because I want to save that for like a first impression type of thing, but I could start this up and just play it like in English, and it would be perfectly fine. And Knights, I don't really know much about Knights. I'm trying to go in very unspoiled, but all of these except for Bratz are working, and that's very cool. Nice. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, what did I press? Oh, I guess you can read the... Oh, back. Okay, let's press back. So this is a DVD game. Or maybe it's because I put it in the DVD folder that it says that. I didn't know you could press... I accidentally pressed square. So let's read... Oh, I guess I can add images in the folder to make it say... to fill in this information. That might be fun. Just so I could like show it a little bit better. Yeah, all of these only say the size and that they're DVD games. I wonder how I add the description and things, because I want to add those, because I usually like to, you know, show my games through their box art. I'd love to add those images to like the bottom part, or like game screenshots or something. So I guess it's something I can figure out as well, but that is another modding thing. That is very exciting. But wow, I can't believe I know it wasn't hard. And it was like, but I was just like, oh no, I have to solder and then I have to connect these things, like these boards that I've never used before, and then just hope they work. But the tutorial really was straightforward. So I'm glad about that. I guess I could just show you which one opens. Let's open Ape Escape, because I like the intro. This is actually an undubbed version. I don't know if you can do that with the actual disc game, or if this is like a mod to the ISO, because I would be interested in looking at modded ISOs as well. But I don't know if this is just the way it can be originally. But let's open Ape Escape, because it has really cool audio. You're gonna hear it coming from my mic. Ooh, sorry, it's gonna flash. Green and then purple. Yep. There we go. I don't know what to do about that. It's honestly like I'm fine with it. Okay. Elgato, you're supposed to show it now. Okay, that might be loud. But look, it loads like perfectly fine. I just wanted to show an example of it loading. Is this the credits? I don't know. Can I skip this? But it like, all the controls are working fine. It loads like this, the opening like little cinematic for this game, perfectly fine. The audio sounds fine, I think. Skip it? Press start, maybe? Okay, there we go. Sorry if it's super loud. Yes, so like everything's working. Yeah, isn't that so cool? Okay, that is all I had to show. Oh wow, this is still probably very loud. Sorry. And you can hear it twice, I think. But yes, that is the mods for today, I think. I wish you didn't have to hear this twice. Here, I'll mute the, or no, I'll just make it quiet. But that is the mods that we're gonna be working on for today. There we go. I turned off my monitor audio mostly, so now you can hear it, and I just can't. But I'm sorry if I wasn't super interesting today. I was really focused. And I wanted to complete a goal very badly in one session. But I actually did it. So now I'm really just like, yeah, I'm excited. Now I just need to figure out the software side of things. I don't know if I should try to figure that out on stream or off stream, but I think I am getting ready to finish up for today. I've almost been streaming for 4 hours, which usually wouldn't be a long time, but I was stressed out for a portion of it, so I think it's about time to start heading out. But thank you to everyone that came by today. I did it. Yeah, thank you. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. I thought I would have to spend at least a little bit of time going back and undoing everything and then redoing like one thing, but I didn't. It just was fine. I'm not used to that. But wow. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming. I'm glad it was enjoyable in the slightest bit. I do feel like I was just kind of like, please work, do this, blah, 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 and then like reading text but not finishing my sentences for a little bit. So yeah, let me check if I know anybody who's streaming right now. But if not, I don't know, like I can stream tomorrow, I guess. I'm on spring break, that's why, but let me see if I know anybody who's live. Let me just see. I think we're good. I think we're good to just leave it off here. I'm not finding anyone to raid, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream here, but I'm like shocked. Like I don't know what to say. I'm I'm trying to fill my sentences with something so I'm not just like being speechless, but it works. It like looks ugly, but like it's gonna work. And there were basically not hiccups. It was just like me going at my own pace to try and figure things out. But yeah, now I'm like excited. Like even though my soldering was kind of questionable, I'm like, maybe I really can do the DS mod, but I do need to get new soldering iron tips if I want to get to doing that. Sorry, I'm touching my soldering iron. For sure. But I can like actually start planning my DS mod now. I was planning on doing it once I finished doing this one for the controller. I guess you could say it's a controller mod. And I guess I can just start playing it now. I was expecting it to be a lot harder than it ended up being. So that's cool. So what I need for the DS mod includes certain like small tools and a broken DS. So I need to order a broken DS and some soldering iron tips and other things. But other than that, shoot, we might be streaming the DS really within April, and that's really exciting. So yeah, closing thoughts, I guess. But thank you to anyone that came by today. I think saying I had fun might sound dishonest, but I'm really happy. I'm really happy with today. Now I'm like twiddling my thumbs. I don't even know what to say. I will clean up this mess, and I guess I will edit a little clip of this to post on my Twitter and like TikTok or something. Just because I think this is like, I want more people to think of this as an option. I don't know. I think maybe there's at least a couple other streamers out there that like to stream directly off of like original hardware, quote unquote. And like doing like online co-op like that, it gets kind of hard when you're doing that, unless the other person has one. But like, this is possible. And maybe it's not like the biggest in demand thing to do, but I would love to let other people know about this. So that is my closing thoughts. And the other modded thing, of course, works. The MC2SIO, it works really well. That's how we have Ape Escape open. I'm just like overwhelmed. I'm like, wow, everything's like working. that's whoa. So yeah, I'm probably tired. I'm probably tired now. But I might stream tomorrow. It might even be doing software stuff for the same mod. But I will see. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Were your efforts successful? They were. It worked. It just works. And the only thing I have left is to just like map my controller basically. And then it's just gonna work. And then all we have left is to take in the online player's controller and send it to this. But I don't think it's gonna be extremely difficult. So I'm like really excited. And in the game that's open right now is an example of the MC2SIO modded memory card as well. So I'm like, wow, the mods, they just work. Wow, oh my gosh. Yes, so that's a success. I'm very, yay, but I'm like, speechless. Like, I'm like, oh, I didn't think this was gonna work. I guess that's just how I feel. That I didn't think it was gonna work, but thank you to everyone that came by today. Like I said, I will edit a little clip from today's stream and post it a little bit later. I might stream tomorrow, I might not. If not, I will see you on Wednesday with potentially more Yakuza. But if not, I might play a new game. I like playing Yakuza, but I do like playing new games a lot. So I will see how I feel tomorrow and the day after. But I will be posting about this a lot. Great news. Well, thank you. Fun quartet. I didn't realize there were so many of us. But yeah, thank you for your encouragement. I'm just, wow. I think maybe I will end stream and then maybe nap a little bit, and then I might look into figuring out the software thing, because maybe it won't take forever. It might not take forever to figure it out. Maybe it's gonna be like a quick little thing, you know? Or maybe it's gonna take forever. Who knows? But I need to end stream. I need to end stream. I'm not gonna raid anybody today. But yay. I might see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking. And thank you for watching the VOD. I'll see you around. Bye!